Shalom. Call Halayim like Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Kadash. Double honors to elders and apostle great millstone who rule well, and the brothers that's pushing his truth with all truth and sincerity to the hopeful elect. Shalom. That lesson is going to be going into captivity, all right? Because these nations, all right, everybody that's a quote unquote human, all right, will go into captivity under the Israelites, all right? First and foremost, the Israelites are humans, all right? So you Edomites, you Moabites, all right? You Elamites, you Persians, all right? You're all going to captivity, all right? And I'm going to just, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, bring out most of what I know about this, all right? I don't want to rot this out. This lesson is edifying. I'm going to start off with the book of Psalms, chapter 2, from the top. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth, all right? So that will be what we know today as presidents and so on and so forth, man. And the elites, all right? The bankers, all right? Like the Rothschilds, man, and everything that goes back to their lineage, all right? The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh, all right? And against his anointed. So that's Yahweh Shai, all right? The Elohim, the Israelites, saying, verse 3, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, Yahweh shall have them in derision. All right, and the main ones that's going to be in derision are these Edomites, man. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. Yahweh hath said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. So this is talking about Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. All right. Ask of me, and I will give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. All right. So all these nations that aren't Israelites, all right, that don't go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob will become slaves in inheritance to Yahweh Shai, which makes them inheritance to all of Israel. All right. And the uttermost parts of the earth for thine possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. So Yahweh Shai, starting with Yahweh Shai on downward, is going to be Yahweh Shai, all right? I'll put it like this. Yahweh Shai is going to be the top slave master, all right? He's going to be beating the shit out these heathens, all right? And then on downward will be the elect, all right? Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye shall perish from the way. When his wrath is kindled but a little, blessed are all they that put their trust in him, man. So you gotta start with Yahweh Shai, man, before you get to Yahweh. All right, because he's the mediator of the new covenant. All right. Hold on, man. My notes that I wrote down, something happened, man. They glitched, but it's all good, man. I already know where I need to go, man. Just type this up, all right? It'll be all good. I'm gonna start at Revelation chapter 2, all right? Give me a moment. Need to do something real quick. Give me a moment. I'm almost done. And that's Satan, man. I swear it. Everything was just lined up perfectly, all right? And all of a sudden it just, you know, go out of whack. But all right, this is Revelation chapter 2 and and 26. And he that overcometh, all right, and keepeth my works unto the end, to him I will give power over the nations, all right? And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of potter shall they be broken to shivers, as even as I received of my father. So Yahweh Shai is going to give the elect, and of course all of Israel, the rulership, all right, through Yahweh, all right, over the earth, immortality, all right, and we're going to have slaves, man, which is all these nations, all right? And I will give him the morning star, right? Because Yahweh Shai is what you would call Lucifer, right? Because Lucifer just goes into the light bearer. So who has the top wisdom, right? He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches, man. So, all right, that's just Revelation chapter 2 from what? Verse 25, really verse 26 to verse 27 just touches up on Psalms chapter 2, right? And this Revelation chapter 12 and verse 5. And she brought forth a man child, that she is the Israelites, the nation of Israel, right? Who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, right? So it's talking about Yahweh Shai. And her child, Yahweh Shai, was caught up to the Most High and to his throne. So he's sitting on the right hand, all right, of Yahweh, all right? I'm going to get one more. Revelation chapter 19. Revelation 19 and 13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. That goes back to Isaiah 63. All right, now this is poetic. Yahweh Shai is literally not going to be covered in blood. All right, it's just poetic, going into how many people, specifically Edomites, so-called white people, Yahweh Shai is coming to slaughter. And his name is called the Word of the Most High. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in white and fine linen, white and clean. So they had quote unquote UFOs, and they were wearing white garments, all right? And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the Almighty. That's Yahweh Shai, man. And let's just go to the book of Isaiah 63, because this Revelation chapter 19 touched up on Isaiah 63 a little bit, man. This is Isaiah 63 from the top, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Because Yahweh Shah is coming to save the elect and pretty much slaughter everybody else, man. Wherefore thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. I have trodden the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart. So Yahweh Shai is full of anger right now, man. And the year of my redeem is coming. That's the elect. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered, and there was none to uphold. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. So Yahweh Shai is holding up pent up anger, and when he comes back, he's gonna let it loose, man. I will tread down the people in my anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth. So Edom's strength is going to be completely taken down when Yahweh Shai comes back, all right? And then verse 7 on downward talks about the mercies Yahweh Shai will bestow upon the elect, all right? And then all of Israel with the second fruits, all right? Now let's go to book of Romans chapter 8. This is book of Romans chapter 8. Let's start at Verse 14. For as many as are led by the Spirit of the Most High, the Rakakadash, they are the sons of the Most High, because the Rakakadash is dwelling upon you. That means Yahweh is dealing with you. For you have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, all right? But you have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. And that's right, man. We're calling on the name Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, all right? The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, right? And if children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach. So it'd be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. So everything Yahushua is getting, we're all of Israel gets, man. All right. So slaves, rulership over the earth, heavens, so on and so forth. The Israelites are going to get that. Immortality, clothed in white, white woolly hair, dark skin. The Israelites getting all that, man. All right. Now let's hit up Revelation chapter 5. Revelation chapter 5, verse 10. And has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. So, all right, the Israelites are going to reign on the earth. All right, the kingdom of heaven will be in the land of Israel. All right, the headquarters, so to speak. The kingdom of heaven will be a physical kingdom that you can see with your two eyes, with your two fleshly eyes for you heathens. All right, tuning in. All right, on the planet Earth, it's not going to be this floating castle in the fourth dimension, man. All right. Now you got a first heaven, a second heaven, a third heaven. All right. The kingdom of heaven will be a physical place. That's why it talks about the kingdom of heaven being made with gold and stones and everything. All right. Those are physical objects on the planet Earth right now. All right. It's just clear cut, straight to the point. If you can receive it, you can receive it, man. Now let's go on to the enemies of Israel that will be going to captivity. All right. Psalms 83. A song of psalms of Asphus. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. All right, hold not thy peace and be still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they have hate thee that have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. All right, they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So this is prophecy. All right, like I previously brought out, that the Israelites will forget that they're Israelites. All right, those small hatters said they always knew that they were Israelites. All right, because obviously they do not fit the prophecy being the Israelites. They fit the prophecy of being the Edomites. Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. All right. Now I'm not going to list all these nations, but I'm going to just start with verse 1 and 2. Salaki, verse 6 and 7. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, but the inhabitants of Tyre. All right, and it just pretty much lists pretty much all nations. All right, that are against Israel, man, because we have the promise. All right, and they hate it because they don't want to be ruled over. All right, but we're gonna rule over them forever, man. All right, well, not the Edomites; they're just gonna be done away with. But check this out, Jeremiah chapter 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be spoiled, shall be a spoil, and all thy prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Verse 17, for I will restore health upon thee unto thee, and I will heat thee, of thy wounds, saith Yahweh, because they called thee an outcast, right? Psalms 83, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after, man. All right. Now let's get the book of Isaiah, man. The 24th chapter. So everybody on the planet Earth that's walking on two legs and speaking a tongue of a human tongue that's not an Israelite will be shackled up, man. Isaiah 24. All right, besides these robots, besides these robots out here, man. Isaiah 24 and 19. The earth is utterly broken down. All right, this is going to the nukes. The earth is clean dissolved. Yeah, man, because the earth shall, the elements of the earth shall be melted. I'm just roughly paraphrasing. All right, and that's talking about them nukes, because that hellfire from them nukes gonna disintegrate everything that it touches. The earth is moved exceedingly. Yeah, man, it's gonna be millions of nukes landing on the earth, man. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. All right? And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high. All right? So these Amalekites on down, man, to the lower level Edomite, to the upper level Edomite, then the rest of you heathens, man. And the kings of the earth upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed, when Yahweh of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem before his ancients, and before his ancients gloriously. All right. So that just goes into the Israelites and the Elohim. All right. There's going to be worshiping, praising, name Yahweh by Shem Shai after we take down these heathens, man. Let's get another verse on that. Let's get these precepts, man. Bring it out. It's Isaiah 14. Give me a moment. I'll be back in a moment. All right. Isaiah 14 from the top. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob. Salakia, verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them into their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. All right. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And that's all, everybody that is an Israelite. All right. And the main ones that's gonna get that beat down is these Edomites, man. These so-called white people, and you're not white, all right? So-called white people clearly have translucent skin, which makes them red because you see their blood, man. Let's go to the book of Obadiah. Obadiah 1. Let's touch up on Edom, man. Obadiah 1 and the rest of these heathens as well. Obadiah 1 and 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance for the Israelites, all right? And there shall be holiness, the second covenant, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Everything on the planet Earth is our possessions, man. Even these fucking wicked ass 2/3, man. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and shall not be any remaining for the house of Esau, for the Yahweh has spoken. Now this the end of Esau right here, man. All right, on the planet Earth. Verse 19. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. All right. And the captivity of the host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, and even to Zarephath. And the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south. And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the Mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be Yahweh's. So that's proven right there, verse 21, that the Edomites are still around because that's talking about the kingdom of heaven. All right, let's hit up. All right, touch up on Esau, man. I think it's Genesis 25 or 27. I think it's Genesis chapter 25. Yeah, Genesis 25, and it's touched up more. It's touched up again on Romans chapter 9. All right, Genesis 25, and let's start at 22. Genesis 25 and 22. And the children struggled together within her, Jacob and Esau. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. So she's wondering what's going on, man. Why are they fighting? And Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy room. So two different people. And two manner of people. So two separate people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And as we know, Esau came out. So Esau was destined to be a slave to his younger brother, which became the Israelites. All right? And Yahweh does good and evil, man. But a lot of people don't understand this, man. They think Satan does evil and quote unquote God does good. All right? They say God's only good, and then Satan is the evil. Right? That's what pretty much the majority of people on the earth, especially people that subscribe to this bug out Christianity, thinks, man. Yahweh had them women ravished, man. Yahweh had these little babies ravished, man. Just pure wickedness that I can just think of, man. That's the judgment of the Most High, man. Not Satan, not the Elohim. All right, that's Yahweh. Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I Yahweh do all these things. So from the top to the bottom, to the left to the right, to the up to the down, whatever you want to slice it, is Yahweh, man. It's Yahweh that's doing this, man. It's not nobody else, man. Now you have Yahweh Shai pulling the strings too. Now, right? Let's get that. See if I can get that real quick. And guess what? Yahweh Shai has the is on the same page as Yahweh. So it's no difference. Matthew 28:18. Let's get that read later, man. And Yahweh Shai came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given to me in the heaven and in earth. And guess what? We're joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. So we're going to have that power too, man, in the heavens and the earth, man. All right? And that's what these heathens don't like, man. That's what these heathens do not like. Speaking on Yahweh Shai with that power, man. All right? Luke 19, starting at like 25, man. Luke chapter 19 and 25. Get that red letter again. And they said unto him, Yahweh Shai, he hath 10 pounds. For I say unto you, that every one which hath shall be given, and from him that hath not, even that he hath shall be taken away from him. But those mine enemies wish not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. So Yahweh Shai wasn't going for that shit, man. Yahweh Shai want that power, that dominion, man. And he got it, man. And he see what these Edomites and these heathens is doing to the most superior people on the planet Earth, all right, because of our judgment, and he's coming with that wrath, man. It's going, man, it's gonna be a bloodbath out here, man. I don't want to rot the jaw. I'm on the right hand side of that bloodbath, man. All right. First Corinthians, all right, chapter 15, verse 22. For as in Adam all die, even so in the Mashiach shall all be made alive. Because Adam was Yahweh Shai, right, in the reincarnation. But every man in his own order. Yahweh Shai, the first fruits afterward, that they are Hamashiach that is coming. So that's going to be the elect, all right, the 1/3, 144, all right. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, which he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet. All right? And the last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Second covenant, man. It's just straight to the point, man. It's not a complicated concept, man. What's another enemy of the Israelites that's gonna be put down, man? Let's get it. Lamentations chapter 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup shall also pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins, man. So we getting our get back, man. We're getting our revenge, man. All right, and Yahweh wants get back on you Edomites, man, and he's gonna get it. And we want our get back, and we're gonna get it, man. Ezekiel 25 and 14. I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh thy power, right? So Yahweh Shai, he want that get back on Edom. Yahweh want that get back on Edom, man. The angels, right? The Elohim want that get back. The Israelites want that get back, man. The earth want to get back, man. These heathens want to get back. All right, you Edomites is just through, man. It's just it's gonna be a sad day. It's already being a sad day to be an Edomite now, man. But when you in the kingdom of heaven, you just gonna be catching hell, man. Um, what's another one? All right, continue. How do you spell continue? Let's get this right here. This is Ezekiel, the 39th chapter, and 14. And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth. To cleanse it after the end of the 7th month shall they search, man. So these heathens that survived Jacob's trouble and Armageddon, right? Yahweh Shaphat, all right? These nuclear fallout, the ones that are left, all right? They're just gonna be straight to captivity, man. And you're gonna be burying corpses, man. All right? While we beating the shit out you. Revelation chapter 21. Actually, before I hit this, go to Isaiah 60 before I get to Revelations 21. I'm going to end it off on Revelations 21. Isaiah 60, and I'm going to read 3. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. All right? Lift up thine eyes round about, and see all they gathered themselves together. They come to thee. Thy sons shall come from afar, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. All right? Let's scroll down. Verse 5. Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be covered unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come into thee. So this is when we're taking our booty. We're taking back what's ours, man. All right. Verse 10. The sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. So these heathens is going to build up the kingdom of heaven. All right. We're going to have you nations in slavery building up the kingdom of heaven for us. And their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I have had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles. So we taking our tax. We taxing you, man. All right? We taking whatever you got, man. We taking it, man. You can't do nothing about it, man. And that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. So we gonna get down. We gonna slaughter you, man. All right. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. All right. Verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee, all right, so all you nations, all right, Psalms 83, Psalms 83, Psalms chapter 2. All the sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of Yahweh, the son of the Holy One of Israel, right? Which is Yasharallah, all right? Verse 16. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and that's not talking about sucking no titties, man. We just gonna be like I said, we taxing, we taking, man. We taking what's ours, man. And shall suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I Yahweh, and thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. All right. Verse 21. Thy people also shall be all righteous. Thy people also shall be all righteous. Second covenant. Thou shalt inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. All right. And then in this off on Revelation 21 that just touches up on this again, man. Let's get it. Revelation 21 and 23. And the city had no need of the sun, neither the moon, to shine in it, for the glory of Yahweh did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof. And the nations of them which are saved, all right. So the people that survived this nuclear destruction, all right, that's still on this planet Earth, all right, and these Edomites are just gonna be done away with, shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do to bring their glory and honor to it. So that's that tax, man. And the gates of it shall not be shut all at all by day, for there shall be no night there. And they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations unto us. So we're taking back what's ours, man. All right, gold, all right, these emeralds, all right, precious metals, and there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abominations, or maketh a lie. All right, so you heathens won't be able to enjoy the kingdom of heaven. All right, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life, which is the elect, all right, on downwards would be the 2/3. Call Halim like Yahweh Shem Shah. Shalom.